What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to my channel. Again, I want to wish you all a happy New Year's because this is another one of the first. This is my second video of 2021. I just want to say happy New Year's. If you're new to my channel, welcome back to all my subscribers. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy this content, and I hope you consider hitting that like button, that notification bell, hitting the subscription button. I look forward to bringing the best content that I can. So today I am going to be talking about top 5 TV shows. These are going to be geared towards kids. These are not, so you won't see sitcoms like Fresh Prince, Family Matters, a lot of shows that I grew up with that I dig, Martin. These are going to be kid shows of the like 1990s, 2000s. There may be some 2010 ones in there, but it's mostly going to be 1990s and 2000s. I'm going to definitely throw some honorable mentions in here. This is going to be my top 5 kids shows. So some of these are going to be Nickelodeon, Fox Kids, Kids WB. Like, there's going to be a lot, and I'm definitely going to do some honorable mentions. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into it.
Take some time to realize, but if you look inside, I'm sure you'll find he's a phantom.
The Proud Family. What? You and me will always be tied. Family every single day and night. Even when you start to acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do.
Every day when you're walking down the street, and everybody that you meet has an original point of view. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Now, some of those bangers that I just played, those did not make my top 5 list. All of those shows are awesome. All of those shows are iconic. But in all honesty, I kind of, this is a hard video to make. I'm not even gonna lie. I could have done any 5 shows and any 5 honorable mentions, and this was gonna be hard regardless. So with my honorable mentions out of the way, let's get into the list. And I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna, this one is not like my last video. This is not going to be in any particular order because it will be too hard to put these 5 shows in order, which ones I like from number 5 to number 1. Number 1 being the best, number 5 being, you know, the least favorite, but still one of my favorites. So this list is going to be in no particular order. So let's get into the official list. My cousins, and if they're watching this, they know exactly who they are. They're the ones that got me into Dragon Ball Z. One of the things I loved about this show, I continue to love about the show, this show was not afraid to go there. This show had its really funny moments.
You left. Are they for a man or a woman? They're pink!
Come on, it's the style here.
Oh, men in pink, how bizarre!
This show had its sad moments. It hit you in the feels, like sad moments like you wouldn't even imagine how sad if you've never seen this show.
This just isn't fair! Gohan! Gohan! Gohan!
And ultimately, it had its really epic moments. So Dragon Ball Z is the sequel series to Dragon Ball, and ultimately Dragon Ball picks up a couple years after where Dragon Ball Z picks up a couple years after where Dragon Ball left off. Our main protagonist is Goku. He ultimately in Dragon Ball Z he discovers that he is an alien from a warrior race from another planet. He actually was sent to Earth to destroy it. He ultimately in Dragon Ball, the series before Dragon Ball Z, hit his head, so it damaged his programming, so he grew up to be the savior of the earth. And in Dragon Ball Z, he discovers that he comes from a warrior race. Ultimately, he has to save the world. There's threats. There's new people that challenge him. He meets new friends, new enemies. Foes become friends. Friends become enemies. It's an awesome show, and ultimately, it's still alive in Dragon Ball Super and the manga and the video games and everything that we're getting. This show is awesome. If you've never seen it, you need to watch it. You need to go back and watch all of the series.
Alright then, it's morphin' time! Dragon Sword!
Mastodon! Pterodactyl!
Triceratops!
Saber-tooth tiger!
Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah!
Next on my list is going to be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, a show that I grew up with. It was like my favorite show growing up until like middle school. And basically the plot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was this. There's an evil space witch named Rita Repulsa who escapes her prison dumpster on the moon. She comes back to Earth to take her revenge. At that point, a wizard named Zordon recruits 5 teenagers with attitude: Billy, Kimberly, Jason, Trini, and Zach, to become Earth's first Power Rangers. This show it's a cultural phenomenon. It literally has outlived every decade that it's been in. It's still on today. New shows. There's been multiple iterations. Mighty Morphin was just one of my favorites growing up. It was the very first series of the Power Rangers franchise, which like I said, it is still going strong today. I think they're like in their 23rd season, getting ready to start their 23rd season or something like that. But it's been on for almost 30 years, and it's an awesome show. It's definitely one of my favorites in my childhood. Now with this next one, I am gonna have to cheat. I hate to cheat, you guys. I really do. But this had so many iconic cartoon shows within this one franchise. I couldn't pick which one I enjoyed the most, because you had classics like this one. You had a more modern take on the superhero genre and like crossover TV shows with this one. Which also gave us an even more epic sequel series like this one. We even got Batman of the future, which is awesome. And last, but certainly not least, and one of the favorite within this whole entire franchise for me, so with all those epic TV shows all existing in one franchise, coming in at number 3 for me, I'm just going to say DC Animated Universe. Number 2 on my list is going to be X-Men, the animated series. This show, I think, was like, for me, I can't remember which one came out. This came out before I was born. This and Batman, the animated series, they both came out like 1992 time frame. But this is the one that I think threw comic book TV shows, cartoons into mainstream, because this one tackled some really serious issues. They dealt with racism. They dealt with all kinds of deep issues that had never really been seen in a cartoon before. And this show, it's aged like a fine wine. It's I stream it now on Disney Plus. You have your classic iconic characters, Professor X, Wolverine, Magneto, Cyclops. This is just a really fun time. If you've never seen X-Men the animated series, you've got to check it out. It's on Disney Plus. You can find it online, buy it on DVD. This show is awesome. Now this last one on my list, like I said, I've said this multiple times throughout this video. These were not ranked in order from worst to best, but if I had to pick one on this list that I could rewatch probably almost any time, I think there's 4 or 5 seasons of this show. I believe 5. This is the one that I could probably put at, like, this would be my number one. Like, if I had to pick any one on this list, this would be the one that I can easily pop in, rewatch it anytime. If you're new to my channel, maybe this will catch you by surprise, but if you've been around my channel, if you know me in my personal life, you know Spider-Man is my favorite superhero of all time. So this one shouldn't come as a surprise to you if you know me, if you've been a part of the channel for a little while. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, and this was the show that really got me into Spider-Man. One of the things I love about this show had so many great voice actors. Christopher Daniel Barnes, who portrayed Spider-Man Peter Parker in this film, awesome job. He does, I said film, in this TV show, he does not get enough credit for this show. I think he should be sought after to come in more Spider-Man, to come back and reprise the role. I would love to see him do Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse Part 2 and reprise the role, because I think he's one of the best. I think this is a definitive portrayal of Spider-Man. One of the definitive portrayals of Spider-Man. When I watch this show, I see the comics that it was adapted from. It's like I'm watching the comics in full motion. This show is awesome, and I don't think he gets enough credit that he deserves for his portrayal of Peter Parker.
No! Now let's try this little tango again, shall we?
Like I said, iconic, definitely 90s, definitely a show of his time, and one of my favorites. Like I said, at 27 years old, I still stream this on Disney Plus. I can watch every season. This show is enjoyable. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, if you're a superhero fan, if you just want something from the 90s, classic nostalgia, this show is for you. So this was my list, you guys. Ultimately, what do you think? Do you think my list is filled with very good shows? Are there any shows on my list that you would enjoy? I hope you give them a shot if you've never seen them, because I have a good time with all of these shows. This is one of the hardest videos to put together for me, simply because I could have picked, like I said, I didn't do cartoons. I did kids TV shows. I could have picked anything. There were a lot of shows. I wanted to throw Tom and Jerry on here as an honorable mention. All that, Kenan and Kel. There were so many shows, you guys, that I honestly didn't even know how to do it. So I literally just picked 5 on my list. Like I said, I didn't rank them. And then I did 5 honorable mentions that were just, these were shows that shaped my childhood, well into teenage and adulthood, and these were shows I enjoyed. So I honestly hope this will inspire you to create your own list, to go back and watch some of these shows. Like for me, a lot of these shows I grew up watching with my older brother, my younger brother. It's nostalgia, classic nostalgia. And I think that it's good to go back and remember what it was like growing up to, because there's a lot of people my age who have kids. And, I hope you can go back and enjoy these type of shows with your kids, because I'm going to be honest, I think cartoons of these days are terrible. There's a couple out there that are pretty good, but what did you guys think of my list? I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having as much fun as I'm having making these videos, because I enjoy what I do. I look forward to being a better content creator, and I hope you will like, share, comment, subscribe, and consider joining me on my journey and becoming part of my YouTube family. So thanks again for checking out this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.